Hey, what up everybody? Welcome back to another rock and metal news video.
Hey, what up everybody? It's your boy Trevor, back with another rock and metal news video.
Today we're talking about Damocles, the new Sleep Token track. I believe Sleep Token is doing something unique, different than most of their peers right now. And as you can hear right from the start, the song is very R&B. Vessel has a very just R&B flair to his voice. So if anybody doesn't understand Sleep Token, I don't get it. I will say it again, like I've said multiple times. They're like the Linkin Park of their era, because Linkin Park did things that are very different at the time. You look at Tears for Fears, they were doing different things at the time in the 80s with synthwave. They were doing pop, they were doing rock kind of vibe, and that's what Sleep Token's doing. And I will always say, listen to the lyrics of what they're talking about. At the end of the day, you can't go wrong with listening to Sleep Token. You can't go wrong with enjoying their music. The song is great. I'm going to go and listen to it fully and not just react to it, but listen to it on my headphones and hear it for what it is. But at the end of the day, Sleep Token is a band that is pioneering a new wave of music. There's a lot of bands that come around every 10, 12, 15 years that embodies a new style of music. Korn was that in the early 90s. And what I'm gathering by this track is it's about being depressed, it's about burnout, and a lot of people are saying, is Vessel a guy who is very depressed, very lonely, and you go, well, he's in one of the biggest bands in the world. I think he's like Kurt Cobain. He doesn't want to be famous. He has no interest in being that guy like Eminem or James Hetfield that walks down the street and people recognize him. He does not want to be a recognizable figure. He wants to be, here's my music, here's my art form, now leave me the hell alone. And I think that's exactly where he's coming from, because the song is about depression and burnout, and he might be one of those guys that he writes this album and he's done with music. And people go, why did he leave? It's the same thing with content creators. We get burnt out by people just being overly obsessed with the people. And again, that is what the song is entailing. But again, I'm going to sit there and put my headphones on and listen to the full track and gather my full feelings about it. But overall, that is what we're dealing with. A guy who's dealing with burnout, a guy who's dealing with depression, and you can hear it in his vocals. He writes real about real things, and that is what he's doing. You go, well, he's famous, he has tons of money. It doesn't matter if he's famous or he has a lot of money. A lot of famous people are some of the most depressing people on the planet because of overly obsessive fans, and they're always having to be on that machine of that band, always has to keep going. Like Metallica, they can't take 2-3 years off because the machine keeps going. They have so many people that rely on them to make money, so they have to keep always trucking, and they go, we do like 300 shows a year. That's crazy. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time for your life. You don't have time just to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.